Now let us look at the 2022 manifesto. They said we are to transform, it was called Transform Barbadian Education and Skills, and they identify 7 actions. I have extrapolated 3, which I noted. I'm linking them to the proposal. Transitioning of a primary.
1 second, Mrs. Corbin. It is a BLP manifesto. What year is this one now?
This is 2022.
2022. Okay.
Now,
okay.
Now, if I go back to 2018, and help me if I'm missing something. 2018, those urgent agenda mission critical, what they call it, our urgent, the mission critical for the first 6 months were the things that I read, the things about the school and the social workers and the counselors. That was to be done in 6 months. The 6 months gone. They called election in 2022, right? 4 years. And I still hear in this new proposal, we have to put more guidance counselors, etc., in the schools. So that happened. And now you have come, and all the other things in that manifesto, the manifesto was written. I am not being adversarial. The manifesto was written as part 2, transformational 5-year agenda. Tell me, woman, mass would have taken me then. 5 years, 2023. And they had a 30-0 majority. So they could have stayed the course and satisfied the things laid out in that manifesto by 2023. Here we come now to the manifesto of 2022, which has serious implications for this proposal. Transitioning of a primary to secondary process beyond the 11 plus. I have studied the proposal, and up to now, there is no indication of how this will be done beyond the glorified College of Excellence, the Junior College of Excellence, the Senior College of Excellence, and I don't think I will say what a certain person asked me. They said they would be developing a new secondary school structure with middle schools. Now, where is this concept from middle schools? With middle schools that transition into centers of excellence in arts, in science, in commerce, in ICT technical skills, and other areas critical to national development. But what stands out for me, I still don't understand how to transition somebody in here, somebody brighter than I am, will be in better position to explain how about these middle schools, about transitioning from primary to secondary school, about the colleges of schools of excellence. We were hearing that the secondary schools will become schools of excellence, specializing in certain subject areas or technical skills. Now we're hearing that you're going to have a junior college of excellence, and a senior college of excellence. But one of the manifesto action is that of developing a new modern education act. Were you aware of that, Mr. Caswell? Because you know these things. A new modern education act to replace the 1983 act. This, I don't know if I've missed, but I received the document and not from the press. And I searched, I have here, look, my house is so confused. I don't throw away anything. Loads and loads of papers, that newspaper clippings that talk to the proposal. And I scanned, I skimmed, I read thoroughly to find if in any of the actions proposed at the launch last week indicated that there will be developing a new modern education act to replace the 1983 one. I am concerned that if I told someone I am reform committee exhausted and burnt out. They're coming so fast, and like, you know, the movie Fast and Furious, they're coming so fast and furiously on us that this modern education act coming from the IMF and World Bank, I am going to throw a little more as I open up the Trojan horse, because I have questions to what is informing this act. And I think this what you call it, covert, is hidden. Nobody talked about it, but soon we're going to, probably it will be pounced on us that they are looking at the Education Act of 1983 and reforming it to a new modern one. Not my words. It comes, please go. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Please go on. Don't use a cell phone for selfies and chatting and sending around jokes and all of that. Use your devices for research. You're concerned about Barbados? Use your cell phone and your devices to learn. Go and search for yourself the BLP manifesto and see what is promised and embedded in there, and it has not been articulated or expressed clearly on last Thursday. Or I missed something, Caswell. You missed anything? Did this happen? That they said they were looking at modernizing the Education Act. So here's where we're at. I was about to ask any questions, but I realized that is just the three of us. May continue, Marcy and Caswell.
Yes, please continue. We're taking notes. Some people are messaging me. Somebody messaged me, and they said, this is a message coming through. They said that this is awesome. This lady's hitting all the key points. Good night. I was sleepy, but no longer. Can I? And then they wanted to make a comment. They said, I fully support her point on the fact that the government refuses to cover the basic needs in education. Would you believe that schools do not have basic things like proper tables and desks for students? Materials have been on order for years and still nothing. They drag their feet on doing repairs and maintenance of schools. Students are made to sit at tables that are badly termite and woodworm infested. Of course, the staff is muzzled. As Caswell said, public officers cannot speak to the media.
And Marcia may interject here, and for that person who contributed uh, that comment. A couple of weeks ago, and I like to drive around, flash my card, and drive on the transport board buses, do scenic ride myself, up on one, up on the other, my husband and I. And I happened to for sentimental reasons of sort, stop by the Allen School and, did a walk around. My son went to the Allen School, and he would have left there 21 years ago. The school has not changed. I went the first or the second week of this term. The school looked, I know the Allen School is doing excellent work. I know teachers there, they're doing well, given the constraints and the conditions under which I have to work. And I want you right now to be prepared for when I open the Trojan horse, and prepare yourself for the term decolonization of the curriculum. Decolonization of the curriculum. I'm coming to that. And the school looked like if it were the first or second weekend of summer vacation, beginning for civil works and, work being done on it. I peeked into classrooms, saw the kind of furniture that I wonder how the children sit on it. I looked at the roofs need changing. The guttering had overgrown in it, weed overgrown in some of the guttering, and a multitude of prefab buildings. And at some of the prefab buildings had no proper ventilation. If the rain falls, it's locked down, it's shut down. No proper ventilation, needed repainting. And if the rain comes, and I was wondering how this exchange, the rain comes, that teacher who has to transition to another class or another prefab can move. So what happens? And this is modern day Barbados. And we are talking about positioning our students for world class. And we are still teaching and housing them and accommodating them under such dilapidated conditions. I am glad for this opportunity, and I'm asking you on in this audience, visit school plants. You have a right to visit school plants and see the conditions under which your children are being educated. So I am moving on with your permission, Marcia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving on. So we learned that the Ministry of Education had some consultations, and made a note somewhere that they said they had, I probably was out of the island and I wasn't, that they had these consultations and they met with over 5,000 persons, the stakeholders, and they want to have follow-up to consultations between October and November, and they would then take the proposals to cabinet in January 2024 for approval. And if that approval is granted, then implementation will begin in 2025. 25. Before I get into this though, I want us to do another critiquing, another analysis for me and tell me how you feel about this. Y'all remember EduTech 2000? And I believe that my class out there saying, yes, ma'am, we remember EduTech 2000. And it was designed to restructure the educational system for the 21st century. Hold that one.